Hello, everyone. This is Samantha Russell from 20 over 10. I hope you are all doing well and staying healthy out there. Today, I want to share with you some quick and easy ways that you may want to update your website due to the rapidly changing situation with the coronavirus. I know many people are going to be working from home if they aren't already, and there are office closures and different contact information that we need to get out there for our clients and their families to be using, which is very important to make sure it's updated and reflected on your website. So that's what I'm going to share with you here quickly this morning. I also just want to point out that should you have any questions at all or need to access our team, we do all already work remote, so it's the same contact information, but this is what you would use to get in touch with us. So our phone number, technical support, or any other questions, this is the information that you will use. And you're able to connect with us, and we'll be happy to help you in any way that we can. So if you have never logged into your website before, you're just going to go to 20over10.com, and this is where you will go to make those changes. The information I'm going to share, even if you're not a 20 over 10 customer, is something I'd recommend anyone doing, but I'm specifically going to show how to make the changes today using our platform. So you'll go to 20over10.com. I'm already logged in, but if you aren't, you'll have a little button up here and you will log into your account. If you forgot your password, you can click forgot password and get that reset up. So once you've logged in, this is what the back end dashboard is going to look like. So I'm going to walk you through. On the left-hand side over here, if you're on the edit page, these are all the pages of your website that correspond with the actual pages that you see listed, right? So if you see a big page like about, here's about, and if we hovered over it, there's these two child pages, team and who we work with, parent being about, child pages being team and who we work with. That's just some design talk for you. And so you can see over here about and then team and who we work with. So if there's a little indent on the page, it means it's a subpage. So the first place I'm going to recommend that you make sure that you update and keep up to date is your contact page. So all you need to do in our platform here is click the button where it says contact and it's going to open up. So the first thing for many of you is you're just going to want to put a reassuring message letting people know that you're here for them and how they can contact you, right? So what I would suggest doing is making that, loud and clear. Maybe something like, right? So whatever it is that you want to say here, just letting people know that your hours of operation are potentially different, that you'll be working from home, things like that. And then over here in the sidebar where we have all of that information, I've already typed something up, so I'm just going to copy that. I would suggest whenever you're pasting anything in from a Google Doc or a Word doc that you want to paste and match style. So it's not bringing in any of the funky coding that you could get from, your Word doc platform. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn this into what we call a header to make it stand out big and bold. So I'm going to make that a header too. And then for this text down here, I'm going to turn that into just normal paragraph text, right? So now we can see that information, but maybe we want to highlight a phone number and an email that people could use. So let's change this to, please get in touch by, then we can put phone and then email. Right? So now all of this information is here and up to date on your contact page. Maybe we want to make this say new office hours and remote. You could say this, have this say whatever it is that you want, obviously. But again, if we want to stylize that and make it stand out a little bit more and big and bold, that's how we can do that. So once you have all that information in here, you'll want to make sure that you click Save Changes, because until you click Save, your work will not be saved. It will erase if you go off of it. Now, we're not going to publish this yet because we're going to make one other change. So this is not going to be live on your website until you go through the publish steps. So just keep that in mind. So now we're going to come down to the blog page. You can see it's labeled here as blog. In this example, we've called it Insights. And so you can see, all of the blog posts that have previously been published here. But what I highly suggest you do is write from your CEO, your managing partner, somebody at the helm of your organization, writing an update to all of your clients and prospects. I know most of you have already done that, but if you haven't already, number one, do it. And then number two, make sure it's also on your website, because you might have emailed it out and someone might not have gotten it. Or you could be, again, getting a family member of a client looking to your website for answers. So you want to make sure that you're putting that information where they can find it as well if they're not the one getting the email. So on this page here, what we're going to do is come to Manage Posts. So this page is a little bit different. You don't just click it to edit it. You need to click this little A that says Manage Posts. So that's what we're going to do. And in this case, for everybody who uses our Content Library Content Assist, you'll under Add New, if you want, we've created a sample message that you can start with and then edit it to fit your audience. So just click Content Assist and you'll see it in there for you. So right here, Staying the Course, Coronavirus and Stock Market Volatility. You can preview it first, but again, all of the articles in this library you can edit. So you can go ahead, click Add Post, and now you can edit it. So again, it's still going to all need to go through compliance, but here's a good start, right? So maybe we want to say special message from our CEO. And then you'll see that this post is being kept up to date. So the latest numbers were as of yesterday, March 12th. And all the information in here is coming from the CDC. Again, you can edit this however you want. You can even edit the tables in here as well. So or completely remove the table, whatever it is that you want to add or change. And once you've gone in and made all the changes that you want, you're going to click Create Post. And now you'll see when you go back to that Insights page that that article is right here for you to use. So if you want to then link to this post from the main page of your website, to say a special message from our CEO, I'm going to show you how to do that, but you'll first need to go through the publish step. So in this scenario here, we would come up here to publish and we will click send for review. So you need to send it off to your compliance team in order for them to publish it. If you are not connected with a broker-dealer on our platform, if you're an independent RIA, you're able to self-publish right away. And we still send you all the review materials that you need. So either way, you want to get this published by going through the appropriate steps. Let's just go back here and see. There we go. So we've got this up to date. Now let's say we want to link to it. You'll see that what we do is we give you this post URL slug. So once your site is published live and this is added, this is the URL that will be added to the end of your website. So if your website was lighthousefinancial.com, it would be lighthousefinancial.com/ and then this URL slug. And the reason that's important is now, even though the site isn't, the website with this new blog post isn't published yet, we can still go ahead and make updates to the main page to link to that page. So what I mean by that is, let's say we wanted to go in and add something like this: coronavirus update, new office hours and contact information. We could add all of this in, but instead of having it go to contact us, and I'll start from scratch so you guys can see how to make a button. Let's say we want to say a special message from our CEO. All we're going to do is type that out. So a special message from our CEO. And then you're going to select this text here that you want to make into the button, and then you're going to click hyperlink. So now if you recall, I said whatever the URL was that you want to link to, you're going to add in that end of the slug. So let's say it's HTTPS Lighthouse Financial. Then you would just add the rest of that slug that you copied and pasted from before. So again, you're going to first put your company's main domain or URL, and then you're just pasting in the tail of that URL. Again, if you have any questions at all about this, you can contact our support team. But this is how you would do it if the blog post is not published yet. If it's already published, you would just go to your, website or blog like you would anything else and choose, I'm just going to choose one from ours. Choose the article URL and paste that in, right? So if you've already published the article live and you're not waiting for approval, you can go ahead and just add in the live URL. But if you are still waiting for approval, then you want to do it this way so that once everything's approved, you don't have to come back in here and change or add the URL in. So you'll insert this in, and now you'll see that the text itself is linked, but we can style this to make it look like a button. So that really is going to stand out and be bright and in your face, right? So then again, we'll go ahead and click save. And now we can go through the publish step and publish this all live. So again, a few recommended changes that I highly suggest everyone make. Update your contact page with information about your new office hours or remote location, how people can get in touch with you, and how the families of your clients can get in touch with you. And then adding something right on the homepage that links to a special update, a blog post, an article that you're going to keep up to date as the situation continues to change over the next few weeks. Again, I'm Samantha Russell from 20 over 10. And if you have any questions at all, again, this is how you can connect with our team. And we will be here to help you in any way that we can. Thank you all so much and have a great rest of the week.